What is up, AG Nation? I'm Ben and welcome to my top 12 best RPGs to play on mobile in 2023. And while I have you here, don't forget to subscribe. I know that most of you are watching my videos, are not subscribed yet, and I would love it if you did. And if you do, you will get your comments on screen like right now. This is my own personal list and I would love to know which RPGs you're playing now, and for gacha RPGs, check out my other videos on the channel. Now, let's jump right in. Number 12, Undecember. When it comes to graphical rendering, Undecember is an impressive showcase of truly high-quality visuals embellished with smooth animations and gorgeous character design. The action role-playing game boasts jaw-dropping cutscenes that transition into equally jaw-dropping gameplay sequences, with thrilling hack-and-slash combat that should properly feed any adrenaline junkie. The game has strong vibes of Diablo Model, and there's a heavy focus on character development as well as multiple modes ranging from PvE, a co-op mode, and competitive PvP. Last but not least, the game supports crossplay, so neither you or your friends have an excuse to not check it out. Number 11, Langrisa Mobile. Langrisa Mobile takes the Fire Emblem Heroes formula and adds a whole bunch of goodness, including multiple jump pads, deeper combat, and a richer story. Gameplay-wise, the turn-based strategic battles are where it's at. Langrisa Mobile also features some next-level graphics that will leave you with your jaw dropped to the floor. So, to sum up, it's a great-looking and fun title with a deep strategy in mind and plenty of play and replay potential, which brings me to my next question, and it's rhetorical: what's not to love here? Number 10, Photo Knights. Photo Knights is an RPG for the creative gamer. Drawing inspiration from Minecraft, Photo Knights combines sandbox mechanics with classic RPG tropes. This combination of genres offers players a purpose to the sandbox experience beyond just building elaborate structures, which is the thing that stopped me from fully getting into Minecraft. Photo Knights doesn't sacrifice sandbox building for an RPG experience. Instead, it strikes a careful balance between the two genres. You can defeat bosses, recruit NPCs, unlock new skills, and experience exciting events while having the freedom to explore and build at your own pace. Number 9, Pascal's Wager. Heavily inspired from Dark Souls, Pascal's Wager isn't for the faint of heart. Combat is unrelenting and challenging, so be ready to die often. As you progress, you will unlock new companions to aid you in your journey. There is the whip-wielding nun, Benita and Viola, a young woman equipped with a gun and specialized bullets. Terence and his companions will lose sanity as they battle horrifying creatures. If their sanity gets too low, they will enter the abnormal state, which makes enemies stronger and curses the player with additional weaknesses. It features brutal yet satisfying combat, an engaging sanity system, and sweet 3D graphics. Pascal's Wager is not only one of the best RPGs on Android, but it is also the closest you will get to mobile Dark Souls. Number 8, Monster Hunter Stories. Monster Hunter Stories is a 3DS game ported to Android. This is a kid-friendly version of the Monster Hunter franchise that, despite diverting heavily from the franchise's mechanics, is still a thoroughly enjoyable RPG for anyone of any age. Expect turn-based battles, monster collecting, and online multiplayer battles closer in line to a Pokemon game, as you'll be raising monsters and leveling them up. This mobile version offers a few improvements over the original 3DS version, including HD graphics, autosave, and a redesigned UI. So whether you're looking for a kid-friendly game or just want to experience this quirky take on the Monster Hunter franchise, give Monster Hunter Stories a shot. It comes as a free demo, so you can test it out before pulling the trigger. Number 7, Valkyrie Profile Lenneth. Valkyrie Profile Lenneth is a port of one of Square Enix's cult classics, and it features a mix of side-scrolling combat with a twist of Norse mythology and an engaging story. Add to that some old-school RPG elements that we're used to seeing in most JRPGs that are cleverly combined with 2D graphics, and you've got a pretty good idea what the game has in store for you. Valkyrie Profile Lenneth has decent graphics, a great soundtrack, a battle system that is fun and tactical, and a story that will keep you invested for a long time, especially with the different endings you can have based on your choices. Definitely one of the better JRPGs available on mobile today. Number 6, Star Wars KOTOR 2. It is no secret to some of you who have been with me on the channel for a while that I'm a die-hard Star Wars fan, and this is the sequel to one of my all-time favorite Star Wars RPGs. Knights of the Old Republic 2 is another classic slice of RPG adventure set in the Star Wars universe. It's more of the same and is completely fine by me. KOTOR 2 builds up on the original game, as in you have better graphics and a much more immersive story. You will get to see a different side of light that was not really explored previously, and just for that alone, it is absolutely worth playing. And did I mention that you get to train Jedis? Easily one of the best Star Wars games on mobile and on all platforms combined. Number 5. The World Ends With You. While The World Ends With You was originally made for the Nintendo DS, this port to mobile feels seamless. Set in an alternative version of Tokyo's Shibuya district, this fresh JRPG features graphics and a playstyle that feels light, something that can't be said for many mobile role-playing games. In The World Ends With You, your fashion determines your combat skills, and attacks are launched through various swipes and taps. The story is captivating, the music is top-notch, and the game is just the right amount of challenging without ever going overboard. Highly recommend this for you who skipped the DS game and for fans of JRPGs in general. Number 4. Diablo Model. Diablo Model is set in the world of Sanctuary, the same setting as the popular Diablo franchise. You'll be able to choose from 6 different classes, each with their own unique abilities and playstyles. You will create your character and get to explore a fantastic world full of adventures, and while the gameplay is nothing new for the genre, it is to its merit very addictive. The game also features a variety of PvE and PvP content, has high quality graphics, and just an incredible atmosphere, so whether you're a Diablo veteran or a newcomer, Diablo Model is definitely worth checking out. Number 3. Eternium. Eternium is ideal for those looking for an original fantasy RPG experience that doesn't stray too far from the classics. But unlike those classic RPGs, it's far more accessible. This is a modern game with modern features. Its tap-to-move controls are surprisingly intuitive, so you'll be blasting skeletons and looting dungeons like a pro in no time. Eternium is a fully fleshed out RPG that can stand up to any big PC or console exclusive. It's free, but there are no pay-to-win mechanics like other F2P games, so it's a must-play for fans of classic RPGs who have played games like Baldur's Gate. Number 2. Chrono Trigger. There are certain games that leave their mark in the history of video games. Chrono Trigger, which first came out on the SNES, did exactly that and then some. So it's without much of a surprise that it's here, and it's one of my all-time favorite JRPGs. The game is a charming, time-bending, twist-filled sci-fi adventure from the 16-bit era. It's one of the best JRPGs ever made, and the upgraded version has improved touch controls and visuals, plus the addition of Bluetooth controller support. It might feature some cool looking 90s graphics, but don't get fooled. You will have the experience that players did back in '95 on the Super Nintendo, except on a touchscreen. That includes the 8-bit characters, environment, menu, and pretty much everything else. Chrono Trigger has a lot of endings, and the replayability of the title is the thing of tales. Number 1. Sky Children of the Light. RPGs don't have to be about endless inventory management and stressful combat, and Sky Children of the Light is the living proof of that. This is an atmospheric RPG bound to put your mind at ease. It's online, so you will interact with other players, but don't mistake this for a traditional MMORPG. While there are other players around, it progresses at a much more relaxed pace. Team up to adventure into dungeons or relax and play with your instruments. There are 7 different areas to explore, and you are free to do so at your own pace. Sky Children of the Light is a gorgeous game with a zen-like vibe that is extremely rare on mobile, and don't worry about microtransactions either. While they are there, they are purely cosmetic. And that sums up my picks for the top 12 mobile RPGs to play in 2023, but now I wanna hear from you in the comments. Which RPGs are you playing lately? Of course, as always, if you enjoyed this video, clicking the like button does help me out a lot, and I would really appreciate that. And if you're new, consider subscribing because I put out new videos like this every week. Also, a special thanks to my YouTube members, and if you wanna support my content as well and get some cool rewards, links are down in the description. You can also show some love to this video with a super thanks. Once again, I'm Ben, thank you AG Nation for watching, and I'll see you next time, right here on Android GameSpot. Stay epic!